Hey folks, Green Stuff Gav here. Now that we've been working on the Blood Angels, I need to get myself a Dreadnought done. If you remember seeing in the unboxing video, we had this lovely metal Dreadnought turn up in pretty much pieces, which is good for us. We can see this is the actual generic Space Marine one. So this is it was painted as Ultramarines, but we can see it's got the assault cannon and the power fist. Whereas the Blood Angels was actually a Furioso and had two combat arms. Now, most of this is in pieces, so we're going to... No. Don't want to... Oh, that's loose. Don't want to force it. But if anything would come off, that would have been good. Because this guy's going in the isopropyl alcohol. See if we can... strip him back, get him assembled, get him nice and clean. And then we'll be painting him up. So I've got the usual jar. He's going to go for a swim and we'll see him in a bit. So I've done videos on using isopropyl alcohol before, but basically it just sits in there for overnight. Give him a good scrub with a toothbrush and a wipe with a paper towel, and pretty much all the paint comes off. Nothing really to report home here, but I'll link the videos more in depth below. More onto the fun stuff though. We get to assemble. We can see there's a slight discoloration. We got a little bit of mold lines left over, but it's not too bad on either case. Now, I've got one of these really cool, I believe, 3rd edition Dreadnought bases, because the 2nd edition guys come on 40mm squares, believe it or not. But visually, I like the bigger base. Now, start by gluing the legs down, give it something stable. And the arms actually slot in place. And in 2nd edition, you can shoot off weapons. So what I'm planning to do here is put a magnet in the top of the arm and on the socket, and that should then mean that that the magnets will hold the guns facing the right way up. So see here, I'm just testing it just to see if it works. I think I'm probably going to end up gluing the arms in place, or perhaps put some putty in afterwards to give it a bit more of a tight fit. But see here, I'm just drilling out, just seeing how deep the magnet goes in so it's flush. It's not, it kind of works, but it's a little bit too loose. Could do with perhaps a heavier duty magnet, but very limited on space. But sometimes you've got to try these things. So I'm going to a bigger drill bit, drilling into the top of the shoulder. And we'll see, we'll get the magnets in place. Again, if it was one of the late editions, I wouldn't worry too much, but I do plan on playing these guys at the 2nd edition tournament that's going to be happening. So I'd like to be able to pull the weapons off if needs be when they get shot off. I'm trying to think, I think 3rd did it, but I don't think 4th did. There was a point where Games Workshop stopped doing weapons damage charts. So again, just fitting the magnet, getting it in there nice and neat. Checking that it's in there flush. It sticks. Again, some more tidy up. I also put a magnet in the side there. They just weren't man enough. I think these are the wrong size magnets. Need bigger ones. And you see, I'm very carefully where I put the magnets down, that I'm facing them the same way, so I can tell which side attract.
I mean, I always test them anyway, so. See here, that's repelling, so you glue that side in first. Again, still not massively sold, but all the Dreadnoughts come with all these pegs, so they glue together quite straightforward. There's these lovely little water launchers. We see that massive gap there. Normally the Dreadnoughts just had a banner poles, but this one was missing. So you see, it's not a massive benefit there, that magnet. Anyway, so we've got a paper clip here. We're going to make a nice new banner pole, cutting the longest length that I've got. And we've also got another piece for a crossbar. Now, the original plan was to do a paper banner for this guy, but we'll change that in a minute and we'll see. Thankfully, although there is that gap, I could have filled with green stuff and then drilled into is I've drilled slightly behind it, so if I do ever come across a legitimate banner pole, I can simply pull this one out and replace it. But they don't last very long because they were very thin metal. So here, gluing in the upright, making sure it's in there snug. Now what I want to do was glue a crossbar on, then do some green stuff to give it a better connection point. But we actually received a whole load of bits, and I found an Empire banner in amongst it all. So that fits on there pretty much perfectly. So I got an icon from a Space Marine command squad, drilled it out, so effectively using the banner pole itself as the pin. Fits on there nice and snug. Touch of glue, making sure to keep it all straight, and then glued on the Empire banner. Now we'll be coming back to this once we've got him undercoated, but this video will be really, really long. So thanks for watching. Have fun.